Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit. I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. WTF is Dungeons of Dredmor? Well, you appear to be battling some kind of squid. That's a good start. Definitely. There's some kind of cat there. Looks a little bit terrified of the whole situation. It's a bat. At least I think it's a bat. It's a very badly drawn bat. Whatever the case, this is a roguelike game. Yes, it's a roguelike RPG. And it is by a company called Gaslamp Games. The idea being to bring the roguelike genre to a wider audience. And how they're going to do that? Well, by adding graphics. That's usually a good start, and that's exactly what they are planning on doing right here. More to the point, will it be enough to sway everybody? Let's find out. This is a roguelike with quite a little bit of humor in it. Right, here's our difficulties. Elves just want to have fun, dwarvish moderation, and going rogue. Also, there is a permadeath option, which you can either enable or disable. I should point out, having played some roguelike games in the past, I was a big fan of Angband, Sangband, and Zangband, specifically. Big fan of the Angband variants. Haven't played many other roguelikes, certainly not the more modern ones. This was a good 10 years or so ago. A little bit of humour, of course, as well. Because, well, who hasn't played that? Probably about 95% of my audience. That's a bit depressing. Maybe even more than that. Permadeath is a big part of what makes roguelikes roguelikes. Roguelike RPGs are really hard and very unforgiving, and that's actually kind of the point. I'm going to go with dwarvish moderation, and I'm going to have permadeath on. Because I have a feeling that I'm not going to get anywhere on going rogue. I'll start with this practical approach to dungeoneering. Let's do it. Okay, choose your skills. Now, you might notice this game has something of a fantastic graphic style. I love it. I absolutely adore the style of this game already. Okay, so, choose your skills. These are what we've got with 7 skill points remaining. Should we random it up? We're gonna random it up. We're gonna random it up. Yes, we're gonna random it up. Haha! I have staves, astrology. My destiny lies in outer space. Okay. Necronomics, the economy of the undead, folks. Very useful. Golemancy. You create golems. Flesh smithing. This game has a wonderful sense of humor, and you're going to find out more about that very, very soon indeed. I'm also a blood mage. I regain magic points by killing things. Right. Well, that's an interesting combo. Let's go with that. Choose your name. TotalBiscuit. No. Let's go. So Dredmor is kind of evil. We must stop him again. There we go. Onward. We are in the dungeons of Dredmor. I have played the tutorial. It was about 14 stages long. And this is you. This is your dude. And there are food and drinks machines. How very useful. Notice there's also a little thing in the middle. This will actually start to move when you get in combat Doom style. I love that. The poncho with no name. We shall take the poncho with no name and stick it in our inventory. And then we shall wear it. Where do I wear it? No, never mind. Am I wearing an item? I am. I'm wearing a robe. But the poncho with no name, however, is a better item. So there we go. Let's swap that out. Also a hefty stick. Very useful. I'm wearing an astrologer's hat. What else do we have? Okay. So we can purchase goods at the dispensers. I don't think I have any money, as far as I know. So there are your stat screens. Burliness, sagacity, nimbleness, caddishness, savvy, and stubbornness. Yes, they are what you would think. You can tell by the icons right there. I am mostly a wizard, with a little bit of warrior in there for good measure, and indeed why not. A crude stone axe. It's a staff class weapon, so I have a feeling that I want to be using this, because I'm pretty sure I get a bonus with this. So, admittedly, it seems to be doing less damage. Well, never mind. We shall go with this. Okay, onward. Right. Let's find our way out of this. Open the door. Oh god, it's covered in lil batties. I see. It flaps. It has teeth. This monster is trying to kill you. Okay, what have I got? A meat shield. Animate blade being. Bring some malevolent silverware to life. Sounds good. Animate the blade being. Okay, that appears to be a pile of angry spoons. Get it. Get it. Stab it. That is a rubbish thing. What else have I got? Deathly Hex. That might be useful. Necromancy. A Radiant Aura. And a meat shield. Is that actually made of meat? Because that would be the best thing. Yes, the meat shield is in fact made of meat, as you can see right there. This is like Munchkin the roguelike. And I love it as a direct result. Okay. Aha! Yes. I'm a blood mage, so I regain mana when I kill stuff. There we go. What's my mana currently at? I am actually not sure. There it is, down the bottom. Okay. Ow! Ow! What am I getting hit by? I think I've actually hurt myself by using this ability. Causes the caster with nerve-searing, pain-racking death thingies. Okay, I probably should have read that first. Useful information to have. Okay, open the chest. Don't hex the chest. Yes, smack it. There we go. Mmm, delicious. Sounds good. Let's have a drink. Drinking alcohol in this game will restore your mana. So there we go. I don't know if this is actually doing that. There we go. I'm fueled by booze. So, like most roguelikes, you can actually wait turns. This game is turn-based. When you don't move, nothing happens. Whenever you move, the monsters will also move. So, hitting spacebar to wait turns is a good way to regenerate some mana and things like that. So, there we go. I still think that the stone axe is probably better than what I have here. Alright, okay. Stop deathly hexing everything. Good God. It's a terrible idea. Okay. Let's keep going. Aha! That was a gargoyle arrow trap. That's not so pleasant. Right, shall we disarm it? Can we disarm it? Did I just deathly hex it again? I perhaps did. A shoddy plastic ring. I think we can probably do without that, actually. Right, my HP is alright. Look out for traps. Huh. I see. Smack the crate open. There we go. Ah! Sewer brew, yes. Delicious. Some more booze. Should allow me to restore some HP. Can't grab that from here. Can I disarm this? Yeah, I'll go with that. There we go. I have earned experience points. How wonderful. This game is brilliant. I'm sorry. The reason that it's brilliant is because it is a roguelike game, and I kind of like roguelikes, at least I used to. But it's a roguelike with a fantastic sense of humor, and you generally don't get a huge number of them like that. There are some, without question. Ah, a diggle. Let's deal with it, shall we? I don't have any other ranged attacks. I can do this whole deathly hex thing. I wonder if the... There we go. This malicious silverware might be able to deal with it. This is the worst golem. Go away! Oh my health is low. Okay. Eat to slowly restore health. Right. Well, let's use the meat shield. It's alright, the meat shield will absorb the damage. Die. There we go. Okay. Eat the aged steak or the aged blue cheese. As you can see, I'm a little bit beaten up in the middle right there. There we go. Mmm, delicious. That's what I'm talking about. The art style for this game is wonderful. I mean, just look at this stuff in the corner. It does remind me of Munchkin an awful lot. And I would have to say that this game is influenced by Munchkin in the sort of irreverent, fantasy, nerdy humor style of things. And it does a stellar job of it. Well, useful. I think I'll keep the astrologer's hat on for the time being. I don't think we really need that. Ah. Some more delicious alcohol. We'll have that. You can, I believe, put them on your bars here as well. Makes things a little easier, perhaps. Always good to keep an eye on things. Make sure it doesn't attack me. Always nice to do a little bit of heroic vandalism. Nothing wrong with that. Oh dear, the Blobby. I've discovered the Elder Crescents of Fate, and there is... Ow, that's a trap. Okay, let's not do that. No, I'm not going to do that at all. Whack that in there. A rough iron Hedgemare. I'll have the grog. I'm not so keen on the rest of it. Mmm, delicious pirate's will. Drink it. I don't think this hat's all that useful to me. I'll stick with the astrologer hat for the time being. We shall also eat the apple. Now, what has this dispenser got? Oh, it's FUD. What do you think it is? Ah, Lutefisk. Useful. It costs Zorkmids. I have no idea what any of these things are. I think I'm fine for the moment. At least I think I am. If I stop standing on traps, that would be wonderful. Shall eat a little bit of this. Oh, sodding hell. I have a feeling my experience with roguelikes is not going to help me too much here. Right. I think I've just used Radiant Aura on myself. There we go, I'm going to disarm that. It's all good. Ah, some brass ingots. There is a crafting system in this game, as I found out in the tutorial. Ah! There's a diggle. Right, okay. Well, I have a Radiant Aura, so that'll probably help. Aha, you can't hit me. I shall smack you around with this axe. Ooh, delicious. There we go. Smack him about a little bit. I've still taken a lot of damage. We shall take this egg and devour it for the good of the land. Wondrous. Ooh, more delicious diggle eggs. And hey, why not? They're trying to kill me, I might as well eat their offspring. Sounds like a reasonable trade. Right, you know what? We're just going to use the Deathly Hex on you, because I'm sick of you. Go away. There we go. Look at all the fact that I'm actually getting hexed here as well. There we go, splat. This is not the most helpful of curses. I was hoping for one that was slightly less of a pain in the ass, but it looks like I'm not going to get that. Okay. I don't really want to stand on the sparkly things, because I have a feeling they're bad. Ah, a wand of bling! Power of bling is not to be taken lightly, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, we have some blobbies right here. Okay, summon the evil cutlery. You know, it would be great if you actually did something useful. There we go, see? I am that good! Level up! It's dangerous to go alone. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of skills. Very cool. A nightmare curse. Flesh shaping. Fleshy awful debuff that rends and tears the flesh of an enemy. Sounds fun. What else have we got? Spirit conduit. Huh. Also more blade mage things. By robbing the spirit of a slain enemy, you can enhance your magical power. That sounds good. Well, there we go. We're going to take that. Right. Can we just kill the blobby thing? There we go. Problem solved. I will take this wand of bling. There we go. I've now equipped the wand of bling. Fire the bling! I'm not actually sure what that did, but it seems to kill things, so I don't really mind too much. Right. Delicious gold. We must drink it. Yay! I think I just crapped Zorkmids. How very useful. Apparently in this game there's a lot of potions that you don't exactly know what they do. And they might kill you. There was one in the tutorial that was a potion of acid that instantly killed you. It was pretty fantastic. Ah! Crafting stuff, yes. Copper wire, Voltx cell, spring-loaded power cores, ancient shelving units. So, once you get the kit, you can craft various items. You find the recipes, I believe, on these bookshelves. Ow! Go away. Okay. Let's have another diggle egg for breakfast, I think. There we go. As a roguelike, this game seems to succeed on a lot of different levels. In regards to its accessibility, I think that's its greatest triumph. Because I have a feeling that this game is going to be genuinely amusing for a lot of people. It's nerdy as hell and really funny. It's got tons of stupid things. I mean, look at this. Plastic bolts. It's got that Munchkin vibe, which is extremely appealing to people. Ah, the goddess of side quests, indeed. Aha! Right, yes, I will accept whatever the hell that is. I have no idea what this is. It's accessible, and because it has a proper interface, more people are going to play it. And it has graphics. Ooh, a sickly diggly. Okay, I want to do something about that. Go! No, that's the wrong button. Go, angry spoon thing. Why is it randomly everywhere? There we go. God, I take a lot of damage. It's Danish. Should be illegally consumed. I'm also not a fan of this bat. Something must be done about that. Where is my wand? Where's my... Oh, I burnt out the wand of bling. Very unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. We shall use meat shield. And then we should just smack the crap out of it, I suppose. I think I just got hurt by my own evil cutlery. Ah! Something just randomly exploded and killed me. And there you go! And my character's permanently dead. It fought like a beginning. Killed from a buff wearing off. On level 1. That's kind of embarrassing. Is that minus 660? I have no idea. But this game is freaking brilliant. It's so fun! It's everything I want from a roguelike, but incredibly funny. I didn't even believe it was possible to make a roguelike accessible, but I think they've done a fantastic job of doing just that. And I might add, the game is cheap as chips. It's $5. But I think it was about £3 on Steam. There's a lot of content here, far as I can tell. There's a lot of replayability, and I would recommend that you play it on permadeath mode. That's most of the fun of doing that. I mean, then you can go into a new game and play again and random it up. Or you can, like, use the ones you picked last time. If I random it up, right, I'm a crossbow-wearing, Promethean magic, berserker-raging blood mage. Why the hell not? Go! You know, and just put in another one and start right back up again. Hey, it even gave me different items lying around here. Different starting items as well, so... I say... Brilliant, wonderful, fantastic fun. I have very little bad to say about this game. Everything in this game is done deliberately. You can criticize the graphics all you please, but it's the style of it. Again, it's the whole graphics versus aesthetics debate. This is the aesthetic of the game. This is the image they wanted to put out there. And they do so incredibly successfully. It's got really good music as well. Funny sound assets. Hell, when you quit the game, it actually makes a reference to Alpha Centauri. I kid you not. Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. Do you remember that game? If you don't, you should. Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. When you quit the game, it would say, please don't go. The drones need you. In this case, it says, the Diggles need you. It's like, yes! This game was made for me. It's as simple as that. It was made with me in mind. The big freaking nerd. So many references to old games that I've played. So much nerdy D&D style munchkin humor. Perfect! My god. So fun. I want to play more of this. I'm going to go do that right now. In the meantime, I'd recommend that you check this game out if you're into a little bit of masochistic roguelike action with an amusing twist. And indeed, if you've never played a roguelike game before, what a great way to get introduced to this harshest of genres. Oh yes. Indeed. And then you can go do... I'm trying to think of a few, yes. Ancient Realms of Masochism or something along those lines. A Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I think those are some of the latest roguelike games. Personally, I just remember Angband. And I had a lot of fun with that when I was younger. And I'm going to have a lot of fun with Dungeons of Dredmor as well. Hopefully you should too. Highly recommended. My name is TotalBiscuit. And I shall see you next time.
Please don't go. The Diggles need you. They will come to you.